Welcome to the show. With the Highlanders on a bye week, we'll take a look at the Ford Trophy cricket match at the weekend between Otago and Northern Districts. But before we head to Queen's Park, there's time to look over the Week 3 Super 15 results, where the Blues proved more than a one-hit wonder in their win over the always slow-starting Crusaders. The Waratahs got a fright from the Rebels, but neither side impressed. The Hurricanes had many a chance to beat the Reds and squandered the lot. The Chiefs were ironically too quick for the Cheetahs. The Force blew a lead and a great chance for an upset over the Bulls. And the Sharks were only slightly less dull than the Stormers in a game that was 0-0 at half-time. To the overall table, where the Brumbies, Chiefs and Bulls take up the top three conference positions, with the Blues fourth, despite having superior flag points to the Pretoria-based franchise. The Kings will be happy to be in the top 8 in their debut season. The Waratahs are a little fortunate to be in the same bracket. Leading the bottom 7 are the Highlanders and Crusaders by virtue of the 4 points from a bye. The Cheetahs anchor the bottom, but are better than some of the teams above, as time will tell. The New Zealand Conference is headed by the form teams, the Chiefs and the Blues, both playing with pace and skill and worthy of their respective spots. The Hurricanes off to a disappointing start after a much promising 2012. Across the Tasman, the Brumbies look the best by some margin and will be hard to head. The Reds will improve when top players return from injury. It may be early days, but the prospects of the other three making the playoffs has to be slim. And finally, in the Republic, the Stormers have the most concern after 2 bumbling losses. All eyes on the Kings, who were thrown together late and have few big names, yet looked more than useful in their first outing last week. But one swallow, as they say, does not a summer make. Let's head to the cricket, where in the Ford Trophy clash, Northern Districts set Otago 250 to win on Sunday thanks to Daryl Mitchell's 52. But despite 81 from Sam Wells, the home side came up well short. Anurag Verma, the chief destroyer.
We were under a lot of pressure there. 250's not a big score with the new rules, and our bowlers really hung in there. And Wellsy, for the Otago boys, played a very nice knock, but we just stuck to our guns and played some good cricket.
Assessment of the track for batting purposes?
A bit slow. Yeah, it was tough to sort of find your timing, and when you're batting, it took a long time to get in, and you never really felt in on the wicket. Wasn't a bad surface, didn't seem too much. Bounce was pretty consistent, just a bit slow.
Yes, we got the impression everyone got to sort of 30s, 40s, 50s, but couldn't kick on.
Yeah, it's probably, you can't really blame the pitch on that. There's probably a little bit of the players' fault as much as maybe a little bit of the pitch. But yeah, there's some guys in there, and especially in our side, we probably could have done a bit more than what we did to get us up to around 270, 280.
Yeah, it was a good last over by Otago there. You could have got to that 270 mark with a good one. Yeah, we could have, but they bowled very well at the top. They bowled very well to our openers and just gave us no width, and we really struggled to get some momentum. But it was a good little knock there from Daryl Mitchell and also from Johnny Bolt at the end, which got us to 250. So what was the bowling plan protecting in that score?
It was to bowl very heavy, bowl sort of groin length, which so the ball sort of coming up around the groin as they're playing their shots. It was difficult to time it from that length, and we just stuck at it. And I think slowly the pressure built, and a few poor shots from Otago and poor decisions sort of went our way. Well, Derek, I thought coming off for lunch, 249, that was a job well done in the field.
Yeah, I think we would have taken that at the start of the day. It was just a shame we couldn't get over the line with the bat.
What was the problem with the bat? Just a lack of partnerships?
Yeah, well, we sort of had a couple of partnerships get going, but then we just lost the wickets just at the wrong times, really. So the boys got a bit bogged down by their spinners, and we just couldn't quite catch up to the run rate we needed to.
And they bowled and fielded particularly well in ND today?
Yeah, they did. They probably outfielded us really overall, I think, and probably they actually bowled just as good as us, maybe even a little bit better. We just made a couple of sloppy errors in the field. The ground fielding was probably not where we'd like it to be.
What did you make of the track out here at Queen's Park?
Yeah, it was a little bit slow there today, bit of turn out there, so it'll be interesting to see how it plays on Wednesday.
I see you were standing up to the quicks, that's a bit of confidence.
Yeah, well, I think it's just the nature of the wicket sort of entailed me to stand up, just try and keep the batter in their crease. They seem to be, if I was standing back, they're looking to run down the wicket and hit it over the top, so the aim was to try and keep them in their crease.
I thought you finished the innings particularly well. Jacob's last over there, could have got away on you?
Yeah, he bowled well for us. Again, at the death, he sort of made his name as a bowler that finishes the innings off, and he's continued to do that for us in the one-day game.
What part of his game's being a local boy has impressed you the most in the season that he's been with you?
I think it's probably been his death bowling. His last sort of 5 overs, he's really showed a knack of being able to hit a Yorker quite consistently and just restrict batters right at the end there, which is quite an art really. It seems to be a tough job to perform, and for someone so young to be able to do it with such confidence has been the key for us.
And a good balance, a lot of all-rounders in the team that can perform in both disciplines.
Yeah, we've sort of got at least 3 guys in the top 7 that will bat and bowl, so it makes it a lot easier for us in that format to be able to bowl them when we need to and have that cover to know that they're a good batting side.
To have a realistic chance of making the semis here, you probably have to win from now on.
Yeah, it's pretty much a must-win for now on. Probably need at least 4 wins out of the remaining, I think, 5 games, so it's pretty much a must-win from now.
And it's not just about containing Jesse Ryder, got a lot of other good bats in that Wellington team.
Yeah, Michael Pabst has shown that he's in pretty hot form at the moment. Yeah, and Jesse, we've got a few plans to him that have worked in the past, so hopefully we can pull that off here again on Wednesday. We've played him down here before where he's got 100 quite quickly, so our aim will be to get him out early and then hopefully we can rock and roll a few of their players early on. Wickets are the key, I think. All
things being equal, are you a team that likes to chase a target or set one?
Well, it's sort of been quite interesting, the new rules this year. I think no team's sort of really found either easy, really. There's been all the teams around the competition have struggled chasing and setting, so you sort of hope you lose the toss sometimes, I think.
And no matter how this Ford Cup ends up, it's been a great season for Otago. Some big goals have been achieved.
Yeah, we set a pretty... we played really well in the 2020s and that carried on in the 4-dayers, so for us to finish as high as we did in the 4-day comp, it's been a pretty good effort for us. We haven't really finished that high in a long time, and to have 13 wins in a row, it's just a great achievement for us this year. So hopefully we can pick up our straps and move on for the next 1 day.
I just want a quick question about the forthcoming Test match. The University Oval pitch, what do you expect there? Is it going to favour the batters?
I think so. It has generally been pretty flat over there for us this year. It hasn't really taken a lot of turn, so I imagine they'll want to prepare a wicket that is reasonably consistent for the batters, that doesn't take too much turn and nullify their pace and spin.
I think today with the new fielding restrictions and the likes, I think 250 is a pretty reasonable target for us to be chasing. We were reasonably happy with that. I think everyone did a pretty good job, but at the end of the day we didn't stand up enough for the bat and get the job done.
It was a nice finish in the bowling in the field, wasn't it? Because they could have got away on you.
There was a stage there where James Marshall came out and Mitchell were playing very well. We've got a couple of wickets and turned it around, and then it was a bulk play quite nice at the end for them. But they could have got away a lot more. I think we were happy with what we get them to.
When in the last 10 overs or so, the figure was still there, wasn't it? 7 or 8 runs an over isn't huge these days.
No, I think we'd set it up right. Ideally I was looking to have about 6 and over for the last 10. We just had lost too many wickets. That's the problem. We're asking bowlers to do batters' jobs, and at the end of the day the batsmen have to do the job, and we didn't today.
Otago have had a good run this year though, just not quite coming together for this 1-day format.
Yeah, I guess when we sort of slipped away on that last day in Wellington, I think the boys, that was a hard hit for the boys, probably letting the Plunkett Shield slip through our fingers, and I guess we haven't started this competition well. And I guess it's sort of like the momentum in the T20 we were winning, and that momentum's stuck, and at the moment unfortunately the losing momentum's with us. So got a game here in a couple of days and we really need to turn around quickly for a chance for the semis.
Where's your career at the moment? You're a batting all-rounder or a bowling all-rounder. It's very even.
I'd like to be considered a genuine all-rounder. Probably my batting's still my strong suit and my bowling isn't quite as consistent as it could be, but it's sort of improved in the last couple of months. So yeah, look, I sort of move around and do whatever the team needs of me, and I'm happy to do that. And so at the moment I'm in the batting and really enjoying that, and it's a great opportunity for me, but unfortunately couldn't get the job done today.
Yeah, that wee glimpse into international cricket, didn't you? Just selectors are thinking about you. Do you think you're reminding them enough of your talents?
Look, yeah, I guess you never know. Yeah, I was in there for a very short time. I played a little bit of New Zealand A at the start of the year, but I haven't really probably scored a number of centuries that I need again today, falling short. And I think my bowling's come together all right, but I just haven't scored the amount of runs that I really need to put together to push my case, I suppose.
Do you think today would help, because you did look in good order?
I guess they see me more as a test specialist. I think this is only my 10th or 11th one-day game for Otago. I've played a lot more first-class cricket. I'm still finding my feet at this level in one-day cricket. And I guess this is a good step for me today, but I need to push on and do more this season.
That match on Wednesday against Wellington starts at 1 p.m. with Jesse Ryder, worth the price of admission alone.